Hey, this is Danielle, and welcome to the chart of the day. Today I'm going to be talking about Tesla. Now, Tesla has been in focus for a lot of different reasons. You have all kinds of protests going on. You have Elon Musk in the news all the time with Doge. There's tariffs. There's all kinds of problems, right? So, typically, when you have a stock like this, and there's all kinds of problems, you're not usually going to see a bullish anticipation of that earnings report. So I like to trade trends around earnings. And when you have a company with all these problems, it's far more likely that people are going to be concerned about this earnings report and they're going to try to get out of the stock than it is that they're going to buy it. Now, I will note that Tesla has demonstrated a few bullish gaps higher after the actual report. So I'm not, at this time saying, hey, I think the earnings report is going to be terrible. I'll do that one a little bit later as we get closer to earnings. What I'm saying right here and now is this is the time frame before earnings, and because of all of this negative news exposure and because of the bearish pattern, I think it's more likely than not that we come down here and retest these previous lows and then potentially break those lows as well. So, you're essentially just giving back the election rally is basically what we're doing. So, and I know a lot of people are focused on the fact that, it's down so much since the top, which it is down a lot since the top, but you're also just giving back, the election rally. So you're basically just coming back to where you started, before the election. So anyways, looking at this chart, you have the earnings report coming up around the 29th, end of April. You've rallied up into the 200 simple. You've hit that area. You've failed. So at this point, the target is going to be back down here at these lows. So that's going to be between 215, and then upwards at 245. I mean, that's just kind of this basic area of trade. So what I usually do is I usually go into my options chain and say, okay, I'm looking for a move into that zone. Actually, wait, let me throw a Fibonacci level on there too. So we're looking for a move into the zone. The 618 is going to come in around 245. And then we have another level down at 233. So let's call it 235. So what would be a reasonable price target before this earnings report? And I'll note that, today, even though it was up, it just basically came back and filled this gap. So let's go into the option chain, and this would be the week that it'd be reporting earnings. So it has a $47 expected move into that time frame. You're trading at 260 basically. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that we're all the way down at 200 before that earnings report. And it's certainly not out of the realm of possibility that we're down at that previous low, which would be 220. So if I go into the series just before that earnings report and just say, is there a butterfly that I could put on here? Do we have any high open interest that's kind of standing out to me? We do have some high open interest at 220. There's a lot of high open interest at 200. 200 would be a pretty big move just by expiration. But again, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. But I think that 220 is probably a little bit more likely. So, you could do something like a bearish butterfly. Sometimes I like to do these just a little bit out of the money, especially on a volatile stock like Tesla. You could do 250, 220, let's see, 190. So that's going to cost you, $5 to have a $30 wide butterfly on Tesla. So if this thing just absolutely, rolls over and gets destroyed, you have a 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio on it. And that would be, pretty low cost way that you could short this thing going into options expiration before this earnings report. Now, if you were going to use just straight puts, it would be better to do it the week of earnings so that you could hold it a little bit longer. They're just going to be really expensive. So that's why I typically stick with the butterfly. I typically do it in the monthly series before the earnings report. Well, it's not always going to be the monthly series before the earnings report. It just depends where the report falls, right? So sometimes it'll be the weekly series before the earnings report instead of the monthly. But in this case, it's monthly. Anyways, that's the setup that I have for you today. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll see you in the trading room.
Hey traders, thanks for watching this video. If you want to make sure that you get all of our free trading content, make sure you hit subscribe and also give us a like and comment down below. If you want to learn more about us and if you want to join us for live trading in real markets with real money, make sure you go to simplertrading.com where you can join us for more info. Thank you very much and have a great day.